Hi guys, so I have to redo this video because a lot of viewers were saying that my first one, the audio was so bad. It was so, the volume was so low. I don't know what happened, but let me just redo this for my viewers. All right, so I also want to kind of update a little bit, expand a little bit more. All right, so before I begin, just have to say that I was born and raised in Manila, Philippines, and then I migrate. When I was like 25 or 26, I migrate to the USA and start working in New York as a houseman, butler. So here I am. Look at this, Mr. Poggy. I was young. Nice car, but of course, it's not my car. All right. So I was working for the rich and famous. That's all been what I've been doing is working for the rich and some famous people. I also did odd job, like I hustler around to make a buck. I one time I was working three job. I worked with a caterer, and I also do whatever. I do like I would buy merchandise and from I go to auction places, buy merchandise, and sell it like an antique, like those antique show. I was so bad. That was a hard job, and then I tried to sell something also online. I mean, I'm telling you, I did so many things just to make a dollar. So yeah, it's unbelievable. Now, what I'm saying to you is that I'm from the Philippines, so I I know both word. Since I'm from the Philippines, I know that how do the Philippine think, how do how do Philippine live, the culture. The biggest thing is the culture, the difference between Philippine culture or Asian culture against Western culture. All right, so that's a big difference. There's a lot of misunderstanding on that subject. So now why I'm saying that I'm working for the rich, so I know how rich people live. I know what it's like to have money. And then as I share with you, there's a jokes that I got interviewed. This is serious. I was interviewed by the press just to see what is like a lot of people doesn't know what does a butler do. I was going for an interview one time. The lady is like curious. Can you tell me what does a butler do? Do you serve all the time? Believe it or not, I have job. That's all I was doing. Serve. All right. If you're in a very high end, those very formal places, that's all you're gonna be doing is serving. Okay. You're not gonna believe, but that's the truth. It's totally different to you. Some people doesn't understand when we serve. Sometimes we serving two people. There's five people of us in. Like maybe two in front and then three in the back, chef, and then like dishwasher or and the other chef helper. There's a lot of things going on. Just serving. A lot of detail. It's not like hey, just give me the plate and I'll just eat it with my hand. Not like that. So all right. So I like I said, when I was interviewed by the media, I said, the reporter asked me, said, "What do you like about your job?" I said, "I got to live in both world. I know how the meaning." And she said, "What do you mean by that?" I said, "When I go to work, I feel like I'm a rich person, and then once I go home, I'm a poor guy. So I know how to live like a rich person, and I also know how an average Joe live. That was me, all right." So that I can share with you. And besides, I just also want to put this out there. My channel, I don't hustle with people. I just there's no membership allowed. I mean, no, not allowed. I take it back. I'm sorry. I have no membership. I don't have any. I don't ask for like a super chat or buy me a coffee. or try to sell you merchandise. Hey, you want to buy a Jimbo 360 T-shirt or hat? Do you want to buy this hat? It's been this is my uniform. I'm not selling you. Those type of thing. But just honest, no BS. And I'm not saying the other channel, is bad or something like that. We have a different circumstances. I just happen that I'm only part time here, so I don't need your money. We just talk here. We are just like casual. Other blogger, I know I seen other foreigner blogger, or even let's say Filipino blogger. Let me just say, most of the foreigner blogger, either they are retired already in the Philippines, so that is they're like working full time, so they might be asking you to maybe if you want to buy them a coffee, or if you want to give them if you're happy, help them with their channel. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. If you want to help them, because starting a channel, it also costs money. You need to buy camera. You have to pay for data. It's a lot of things that you need to do. Okay, so hold on one second. I need to take some call here. Okay, so guys, I have to admit that I never been to a dating site, so I have to rely on internet search. Let's go and I want to. This is a good site. It's called the Asian Dating Journal. This is about the dating Filipino dating scam. Oh no. All right, so this let me see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. This is the top 10. All right, so I'm just gonna read out to you what they were saying, the top 10, and then I will give you my opinion. The top 10 are: the number one, they are quick to steer you away from the online dating platform. So you probably be on like a Filipina cutie. Is it cutie or cutie pie or? I'm not so sure what's the name of the something like that, right? You probably on that dating site, and then they will try to get you away from that, and then do a private chat. Maybe because on the like a dating site, they have a moderator will watch the conversation, so they will try to get you away. They want nothing to do with the they want more privacy. All right. Oh, by the way, one more thing I want to specify. Like, sometime when you on a chat with your Filipina, be careful. Be careful. I know a lot of widow foreigner will be asking for Filipina for photo, and then the next thing say, hey, can I see you in a bikini, right? And bikini, and then after that, maybe can you don't need your top, and then the next thing you say, what about the bottom? So it's the same thing by vice versa. I mean, sometimes your Filipina will try to get you, get you more, get you started, on fire, and then as you say, you're so handsome or whatever, and I want to see you in naked photo or something like that, and then you send it because you want to impress. What's the size or something like that, small, large, and then she will use that to blackmail you. All right, so you guys also be careful. It go both way. Be very careful. I read about a lot of things like that. Anyway, so let's go to number two. Number two is they begin to profess their love before you really get to know each other. Oh, this Filipina is a hustler. She just met Mr. Joe, and then all of a sudden she said, "Oh, Mr. Joe is like in the 70s, but Mr. Joe, you look so young, you look so handsome. I'm falling in love with you right now." So you be careful. When they like this one saying, profess that they love you even before you get started, right? So, all right. So let's go to number three. The number three is they will ask for financial assistance for the most trivial of things. Yeah. So that's a red flag. They will, they would say, I need something. I need Um, I need the new phone because I want to talk to you. I want to chat with you, but my phone is it's giving me a problem. The battery is dying down. The screen is cracked because it fell on my hand. So I need a new iPhone or whatever. And then there is the number four. What is number four? The number four is they tend to have many sub story to seek your consolation. Oh, my mother is sick. Oh, my brother got an accident. Oh, my dad need an operation, or I just lost my job. All kind of sub story. So you just have to be very careful. And then also the number five is that they avoid video call. They don't want to be seen. They don't want to have a video call. All they want is just chat online. Just text message. But if you say, hey, you know what, I wanna, see you. Let's go, go live. Let's go a video chat, and then she refused because why? Because she sent you the photo, or she posted the photo of Angela Jolie. So or one of the beautiful Filipina, or there's a very hot Filipina celebrity blogger. Cannot remember her name. It will come back. She has a mix of something Philippine, and then with Arab, Alawi, something Alawi. I can only remember the last name. Ibana, is it Ibana or Ilana? But you probably know which one I'm talking about. I think it's Ibana Alawi. All right, so hey, okay, number what? Six now. We are on number six. Sometimes their story will not add up. It's very so true. When my memory is not so good now. I used to be very good. So every time I interview people, or something like that, important thing, I took note. I write down note. I always have pen and paper ready. I will write down note, and then you just have to kind of every time you talk to your Filipina on, let's say, on the dating site, just write down your journal. This is what she said, and then you just double check to see if it add up. The story. Sometimes it won't. And then let's go to number seven. Number seven, they talk about getting married and getting your babies quite early in the relationship. Oh, Mr. Joe is now is 80 years old, but I want to have a lot of baby with you, Mr. Joe. So, those are the red flag. I mean, you have to. I mean, it's easy to spot, right? It's so easy. For me, it's so easy to spot. I seen it. I seen it in a movie. Like some like those barger or prostitute. I mean, I have nothing against barger, because I think some are very decent. They are not there. Not all of them are there. Just to want to have sex with the customer. No. Some of them are very religious. They just have no choice, So I don't, I don't like look down on them. I think some of the burger are decent human being, also. All right, so let's go to number eight. Are we number eight? Sorry guys if I mess my number. All right, but here we go. They will request your personal information like bank account details in pretense of sending you money. Oh, Joe, I want to send you my check because you are so cute. I want to send you my check, and to show you, to prove to you, this is only what I'm getting. This is not enough. I want to send you. So give me your account number. Come on. Why would I would never ever give anybody my account number, right? Except my wife. My wife knows everything. All right, folks. So that's number eight. Oh, let's go to number nine. The number nine is they are quick to come to join you in your country in the name of wanting to be with you. The truth is, They are likely just looking for a free air ticket out of their country. Yes, Mr. Joe, I want to see Disney World. Please send me ticket, business class. I want to go see Mickey Mouse, and I want to go to the Statue of the Liberty, and then I also want to go to the big sign Hollywood. Just show all my friends I'm in Hollywood. Right? So, but I have no money. I have no budget. Please, Mr. Joe, could you send me a free ticket? Make it two, so I can go with my sister or whoever or my boyfriend. And I'll just tell you that my boyfriend was my brother. So anyway, and then there goes the number 10. This is number 10 now. They will create an emergency that will need your financial assistance, even if the request comes in the form of a loan. They will never be repaid. Mike added. So they will ask you for a financial. They say, "I'll promise you, like, you know what? My father was in a big deal right now. It's just short on cash. It's a business deal, for let's say for a construction company with a construction company, and he's gonna be making it's for building let's say building a mall or development, and then he just have to put down $20,000, but he's short of 5,000. Mr. Joe, please, can you loan me 5,000? And I promise you, I give you 20% or 25% back, in 3 months or 6 months. So and that was tough, I want to also point out that in the Philippines, it's very notorious for people to keep asking for a loan. It's very common. Sometimes it's almost like a sickness. People constantly just like short of cash. All right, I'm not joking. I'm not making fun, or I'm not. I like to tell you the truth about the Philippines. I like to promote it. At the same time, I also want to warn you the truth. All right, that's why we have a saying. Also, there's like a side business like what we call 5-6, because a lot of people love to borrow money. 5-6, how does it work? Let's say if I loan you 500, you have to pay me back 600. That's a 5-6. Because a lot of people are short before payday. Let's say on Tuesday they are already running out of they need to get certain things, the grocery, maybe baby diaper, and they cannot wait until payday. So they will go to the coworker, say, hey, Bill or Juan, can you do a 5-6? I'll pay you on payday. I just need 500 right now. And Juan will say, okay, you promised to pay me 5-6, right? I'll give you Tuesday, give you 500 on Friday. You pay it back to me 600. It's very common. That's always. I never do that. I don't do 5-6. I don't loan money anyway. But I keep saying that I don't loan money. But in reality, the truth, I also break my code, because sometimes certain people, friends, you just can your childhood friend, how can you say no? So but I never asked for 5-6. I think it's just not me, okay? But it's there just to let you know. And then chances are, I read some comment though. It said this is from a foreigner. It said don't loan people money. If you have to, consider it as a gift. Don't expect to get back the money. I think that's a good idea. If you are willing to lose that money, let's say whatever that amount, if somebody tried to borrow $200 from you, a friend, like say, hey, I just need $200, can you loan me 200 or 500, right? So it's better to say, I don't have it, I can't, I don't loan money. But if you can, if you just, okay, you want to take chance, consider that loss, consider that as a gift. don't expect it to come back. So I think that was a very good advice from that foreigners. So what else? Let's see. Okay, let me stop here for a second. And these are the things I get another from the Facebook. This is top 8. The number 1 is the materialistic. It's the little thing that brighten a lady. So she like to have a lot of stuff. She be asking you for a lot of things. And then the second one from Facebook is that family, parent, relatives. Most of the Filipino don't discourage daughter from getting money online. In fact, they may even encourage them to get more from scamming. Is it true? I think it's not very high percentage. There are few like Philippine mom will encourage their daughter. Like. Those are just the bad one, but don't get discouraged. It's not a lot of like that, those are like poor people. They feel like if they can if their daughter has a foreigner boyfriend or shooter, they will say, hey, as since all they think that all the foreigner are very rich, as for we need a TV, or we need a computer or something like that. And again, it's up to that foreigner. It's not like your Filipina asks you, do you have to give it? You don't need to do that. You can take it slowly. Take time, get to know your Filipina, and then chat with her if she is you think she's nice enough, like if she keep asking for money, that's a red flag. You have to probably have to look somewhere else. Look for somebody else. If let's say sometimes she will say, I need I love to chat with you. I love to talk with you, but I'm running low on data. All right, so that's possible. If your Filipina is poor, living in a province, that's okay. You can send her data. Probably let's say send her 200, or is it by the minute? I'm not even sure. 200 or 500. I think by the minutes, 200 or 500 minute data. But if you do that, make sure those data are using for you. If let's say if you send her like for 500 minutes data, and then she would only chat with you for like an hour, 60 minutes, I don't think that that is wrong for me. But if you send her like 500 minutes, and then she at least use that like 300, more than half on you, then okay, that's fine. I mean, to me it's fine. What else? Then if she said, I need a new phone because the phone is giving me problem. Yeah, you could probably, if you want to help her, sure, why not? Send her a new phone. It's so cheap here. You can get a second-hand iPhone, and if you send it to her, instead of sending her money, I think it's better if you send her a physical phone, than to give her money. But most of the time they say, I would rather buy it my own, because I want to make sure I love the phone is what I that will to my taste, or to whatever, to make it to her liking. I don't know. Who doesn't want an iPhone? I mean, in the Philippines, everybody love an iPhone. So I would probably insist, no, I would rather send it to you. If you want to take chance, it's not so expensive. You get those second-hand iPhone. And then you see if the reaction is like a tampo, she start not, you can feel it. You can feel that if she keep on insisting cash, if that's those are red flag. Okay, So, and then number 3 on this Facebook, poverty. Poverty is number 1 in the Philippines. The first things you notice of you actually go to the Philippines, it is overcrowded. Yeah, when you go there, you see a big difference. It's so many people. Oh, you know what? It's so funny though, because when I migrated to the U.S., it was so long before I went back to the Philippines. When I went back to the Philippines, I noticed that why is everybody is like kids, like children. They were so small, because here in state you kind of used to all the big people, and then you go back home and then look people like Asian people, especially the Filipino. They look like teenager. Everybody look like a teenager. I'm not kidding you. That's my first impression when I went back to the Philippines. I'm not that short. I'm not that tall. I'm 5'10" and a half. All right. I like to say and a half because they always take away my half. I always want to be a 6 foot, but I stopped growing after 5'10" and a half. All right. So what else? Let's see here. Yeah, the poverty in the Philippines right now is about 20. I read on the on some kind of a data showing like it's 20%, 25% people in the Philippines living in poverty, and that is equivalent to like 26 million Filipino, right? Imagine that. How many Filipina, So I think that the number is higher in poverty. I think it's higher, but according to the article, it's at 25%. So okay, number 4 is children. That's number 4. Children is what a greater reason to scam than to get money for milk for kids. Yes, milk is formula. I so happened that you're dating the Filipina has children, and a lot of them has children. That's if you're looking for like something between. Don't be shocked. An 18 years old would have children. Don't be shocked. It's common. Early pregnancy in the Philippines is very common. Unfortunately, it's true. People, they having sex at an early age. So you'll be surprised that you need to. Sometime when you're on a dating site, they will not tell you. They will try to let you fall in love first. They will tell you everything that you want to hear, and then once you got hooked to them, they got your neck, and then that's where and then they wait until you come to the Philippines, and then sometimes they will not even tell you. They might say that is my niece or my nephew or something like that, until really they got everything. If that person is a scammer, right? If that person is a scammer, but if not, they will tell you upfront. They say, this is my daughter, this is my son. I have 2 children. So, I for me, nothing's wrong with that. Filipino have children, you got an instant family, right? Don't you want that instant family? You don't have to go through those changing diaper at least. All right, so number 5 was a pleasure. The pleasure was some of the Filipino find it pleasure. They find it joy to scam people. Oh, I don't know. I think this number is in a low number. Unfortunately, sometimes when you do an article or when you talk about something, you wanna, controversial. You wanna, I don't do that. I mean, a lot of people like blogger, they put controversial headline like scammer, whatever, to attract people, right? If they say nice Filipina, nobody want to watch it. Nobody gonna go and check out the video. But if they say Filipina scammer, everybody want to click. So can you blame the blogger? No, right? All right. So and then number 6 was education. Mr. Joe, I want to further my education. I need to study. I want to learn to be. I want to be a nurse. I want to be helping people, or whatever the your Filipina wants to. There's this kind of trade off right there, because of course you want your Filipina to be independent, to be smart, but at the same time, if you are in state and she's in the Philippines, you're too far away from her. You kind of help her with the education, which is very nice of you. But then when she's in college, she might meet a lot of people, and you never know. She might meet a lot of people, and then she might fall in love with the handsome Filipino. And then now you Joe, Mr. Joe, 65 years old, 70 years old, is waiting, paying for the whole thing, the whole tuition, even the allowance, and then Miss Angela Jolie is having a great time with the young handsome Filipino, right? Okay, and then number 7, your Filipina has a boyfriend, and that happens a lot. Your Filipina has a boyfriend, but they are so poor. They were childhood friends, and they fall in love, but they cannot. They have, let's say, the boyfriend doesn't have job, but the girl was so in love with him. They have no choice. But then she said, I want to go to the dating site and get old Joe to pay for our honeymoon. So she go online, and then she find an old Joe, and then who fall crazy for her. And then Joe was almost like supporting her, actually supporting their lifestyle. That's it's heartbreaking, but that's the truth. And I read a lot of comment that some of these old people that they were in their 70, late 70, they're going crazy with half their age, and then everything, they just gave out everything to that that scammer. It's be careful. All right, so number 8 is influence. I'm not going to read that because I don't think it makes sense. So all right, so that is from the Facebook. And now I want to share with you is the one of my viewer has a concern, and then I want to address that, also share with you. Here's he was referring to the other blogger, the Filipina blogger. Here he was saying that about the why do you have to pay for the whole barangay? All right, let me address again on that subject, because Real Beauty was sharing with us about if you're about dating Filipina. And then she said, like, when you go to see the Filipina family, you are expected to. It's a tradition. I think she was misquoted. She meant culture. It's a kind of a culture in the Philippines that when you go there, sometime when you go there, you are as a foreigner, you chatting with your Filipina for for a while now, and then you guys fall in love, and then she say, it's time to meet my family, and then she bring you, Mr. Joe, go see the family. And then you go there, and she said, I had a big family, she might have 8 siblings, father and mother, and then they also have a lot of cousins in that area, in that barangay. And then plus, they have a very nosy also neighbor that want to come by. This is the life in the Philippines, in the province. Okay, this is we have a joke like, somebody, Mrs. Maria is having a party. Let's go. And this one, I know Mrs. Maria. Okay, and I know her, and then I would bring a friend of mine, and then we go there, and then Maria said, "Do I know her?" "Oh yeah, yeah, you know, she lived next door to me." So that's how it is, you know. It's free food, you know. It take advantage. That's the reality, you know. In the province, that's why we have a joke, you know. Philippine people like to bring baggage. You know, if you invite let's say you invite 12 people, don't expect 12 people. You might end up with 3 dozen. I said that on the other video. That is so true, you know. So, and then on their defense, I want to say, why would you Filipina do that? Because you're Filipina. Also, one thing is, you know, she want, you know, to bring her family, all the family. It's like to get approval from the family. If all the family approve you, she felt like you know, almost like she felt good. It felt good. Everybody approve you. Everybody likes you. Everybody loves you. She shows this Filipina feel good about that. So it's a cultural things, and then again, it's almost like a negotiation. You don't have if you feel uncomfortable with that arrangement, you don't have to agree with that. You can say, you know what, I don't like crowd. I'm not, you know, if you're a foreigner, I say, I'm not really, you know, I just can we just met your, you know, the immediate family. We can meet your cousin later. Maybe after we got married, or you know, and on a different occasion. But now it's just family. You can say that. You can insist on that one. So you don't have to, you know, have to bring so much. You know, I think it's also good when you insist on that one. If you just say, you know, I wanna get to know everybody in your family, and I have shared that on the other video. What's the reason you have better know all the, you know, all the her family? Okay, so and then so I hope that answered that. And then here, and then he said that one of the a girlfriend, something that you know, he was asking to help to go out, and then the girlfriend was saying that oh, okay, I want to bring my family to the restaurant, you know, and she is also the one who will pick the restaurant. So, and then this gentleman also have another Filipina friend. I think Filipina or Filipino friend says, hey, you know what? That's a bad news, Filipina. Forget about her. Again, you know, I think for me, don't be quick to judgment. If you're dating a Filipina you just met for like 1 time or 2 times, and then she said, you know, okay, let's do it again, but this time I don't want to bring my family. You just have to, you know, insist again. You just have to say, you know what, I really just want to, you know, get to know you more. So can we just go out, you know, just two of us, or if you want, just bring one chaperone. That's it. You can. It's, you know, it's not like written in stone that you have to agree to bring the whole family. Eventually, you will have to meet the family. Eventually, you will have to pay for. Why would I say that? It's, you know, it's a culture things again. Remember, but if your Filipina is in here in U.S., then it's a totally different ball game. If you're Filipina, you know, we have to we almost have to use the American culture, not the Filipina. So in here you will have a better deal. You say, you know what, you know, I'm not gonna pay for the whole family. I cannot afford that. I'm just a working Joe. You don't have to, right? But in the Philippines, because things are cheaper over there, especially food, like Real Beauty was saying that if you expect to pay like 5,000 peso. 5,000 peso is equivalent to $100 if you invite the family and the extended family. Yeah, it can that is feasible because you can have barbecue, you can have pancit, which is fried noodles. Those are not very expensive. So you think about it. You go there, meet the whole family, and then extended family for $100. Don't you think it's a good deal? I mean, just think about it. If you ask a girl out on a nice restaurant, take her to a nice restaurant, and you would, of course, you would go there with a candlelight, with the weather serving, depending. And then you're gonna order like prime rib, and she's gonna have lobster or sea bass. And then first course, some wine, and then dessert. It would run you $200 easily. No kidding. And then plus tip, you have to go give tips. So even if you think about that, if you think that way, and then you think about that, compared to that 100, whole barangay, it's still a good deal. Don't you think? So that's how I would, I would look at that, that way. Okay, so let's see. All right, folks. So I have been trying to tell foreigners, if you earn, your retirement is like under 1,000, you better just stay home. But because it's safer if with 1,000. Kind of budget is kind of you have to be very good discipline. It's just in my opinion, you have to be in very good discipline, and then also you have to make sure you are healthy, because if you're not healthy and you're in another country, that's kind of it's going to be difficult. If you're in US, at least you will have some kind of you I know people have, if they don't have meet the income, they don't have to pay for certain, if they go to the hospital. So I think you better stay in U.S. if you are under, 1,000 in retirement. But having said that, I know some of the, expat or foreigner was living way below on that 1,000. So I'm just saying that's my opinion, and then I want to share with you. There's is what do you call that? I was chatting with Randy. Randy was a feature in another big blogger, channel. And I was like talking to Randy, by email. We go back and forth, like almost 50 times. It's unbelievable. I'm trying to get him to come go to like a live interview, and for some reason he's just not comfortable. He rather me to just use his video. I said, Randy, I don't want to use your video. I want to see you. I want the viewer to see you, But anyway, it didn't work out. So I'm just going to share you a little bit about Randy's story. And he has about he was living in the Philippines for like 25 years, and then he started out living there with only 500 budget in retirement. Right now, Randy is 70 years old, and now he also have a very young girlfriend. The girlfriend is 25 years old. But if you see her, she look like an 18 years old. Very skinny, very cute, sweet. So yeah, and they were very happy. And like I said, he was started living on 500, and then it went up to 600. This is his Social Security. Now it's 800. So with 800, I really like his actually his apartment was kind of nice. It's small, but seems comfortable. He figured out that. By the time he pay, the apartment, and also he has a very small unit, window AC that he ran for 24/7, and then the AC, the electric and internet, and then what else? And water is very cheap, he said. So by the time he calculated all this, it was taking out like a 240 from the 800, right? So that come to he got everything figured out. So if you go divide it to a peso, convert to peso, he has about 24,000 peso at his disposal. This is the budget that he can spend. So for 24,000, what Randy did, he divided by 30. That the that will come to about 800 a day. So Randy and his partner, the Filipina, was on a 800 peso a day budget. So they can spend whatever they like. They want to go to Jollibee, they want to buy a hot dog at 7-Eleven, they can do that. So I'm saying it's it can work. This one is on a 800 budget, and he's been living there for like I said, 25 years. And he was 70, and then the girlfriend was 25. So age gap, but they both very happy. That's why I was so interested to interview them, because when that blogger Begabound was interviewing Randy, it's only was Randy was talking. We didn't hear from the girlfriend, and I thought maybe the girlfriend, was shy to speak English. I said I can speak with her in Tagalog. I can just translate. But then they decided, not to go forward. So, maybe they will change their mind. I don't know. But I just want to share this with you. So I'm saying that it can work. All right. So I think that's it. I'm done. This is way too long now than I expected. But, let me know your thought on this video. If you have any more question, please feel free to, comment. I will, answer your question. And then we'll see. Maybe I'll do a live stream next week. I don't know. And then we can just have an open forum. If you want to, ask me anything, I'll be happy to share with you what is the culture, and also what are the way the Filipinos think of foreigners. Okay. Thank you so much. Take care and stay safe, and God bless. Bye bye.